I'm Jay Paul, and I'm a co-founder of Buddy, and I'm an extreme winter camping enthusiast. One of my favorite places to go here in Virginia is Old Rag Mountain, and I've been up there a couple of dozen times. Now, in the summer, the spring, and the fall, it's crowded. There's just way too many people up there. So me and my buddies like to go up there and camp in the wintertime, preferably when there's a bunch of snow. If you think about alpine environments, you think about rocks and you think about ice and snow, and you can't find that really in Virginia. However, when you get to the summit of Old Rag, you kind of feel like you're in an alpine environment. So what we would do is we would go up there in the wintertime. We knew there was a couple of feet of snow. We'd go up there, two or three of us, and we wouldn't take a tent with us. So we'd build a big fire, in a fire pit, I might add, but we'd cook a meal, maybe have a couple of drinks. Then we would take the snow and we'd push it away with our boots. We'd throw down a space blanket, put a thermo rest over top of that, then put down our sleeping bag. And then when we went to bed, we'd get in the bag and we'd throw the space blanket back over top of us, almost forming a bivy sack of sorts, but not a real bivy sack. Sometimes we'd do that and we'd wake up in the morning, there'd be 3 inches of snow on top of us, but we'd be snugly warm because we'd have a great bag, and all the insulation the snow gave you was actually pretty cool. One particular occasion we were up there and I was in my sleeping bag, and it had snowed the night before, and probably, I don't know, 10 inches of snow on the ground or something. I'm sleeping outside and I'm in a mummy bag. And so if you guys know what a mummy bag does, you're in there and all you have is your face. The face is the only thing that shows. And you can't move your arms or your legs that much because the mummy bag's tight. So I'm laying there and I'm sleeping. I'm having a good sleep. I'm warm. Somewhere in the middle of the night, I wake up and there's something in my hair, something big in my hair. And I'm feeling it wiggling around. My eyes are big. And I'm like, what the hell is in my hair? But I couldn't move because if I moved, I was going to scare the heck out of it, whatever it was. And so I sat there for about, I don't know, it seemed like 2 minutes, was probably 10 seconds. And I go, what's in my hair? What's it doing there? I knew I couldn't move my arms very much because I'm in the darn mummy bag. I couldn't jump up and just shake the thing off of me because it's in the mummy bag with me. So I thought for a couple more seconds. Finally, I reach up in my hair and I grab this thing, and it's pretty big, and it's squirming in my hand, and it's right in my face, again, because I can't move because I'm stuck in this mummy bag. So I have the little circular opening right here. I'm looking at this thing, and I could actually see it, black, big, and I could see it because there was a full moon out that night, and it was shining on the snow. And so at this point, I could see what it was. So I'm holding this darn thing in my hand, but I couldn't throw it because I'm stuck in the darn mummy bag. So I sit up and I go like this, and I throw the darn thing. Well, it ends up, I look at it, and it ends up running right back to my sleeping bag. And it's a very big vole. A vole was like a mole, but it's about this big. And it runs back, and this time it gets underneath my sleeping bag. And what I realized was that this vole, he just wanted some warmth. And so I let the mole sleep there for the balance of the night. But I gotta tell you something. Waking up in the middle of the night with a mole in your hair is not something that's much fun, and it scared the dickens out of me. And I'm probably gonna carry a tent up there next time I go up there to camp in the winter.